I was born in Puerto Rico, and it's like a third world country almost. I was bouncing back and forth from my mom to my father that raised me. He was a drug addict. He was abusive. He abused my mom plenty of times, and he used to hit me all the time and beat me up at 3 years old, 4 years old, and he even gave me drugs at, I think it's 7 or 8 to try or whatever. And from there, that's how I ended up in America, because me and my mom and my sister, we flew out and disappeared. That's when my life really turned to the worst, because I became a gang member for a Mexican gang. So I got in a lot of trouble. I was, I want to say 19 years old when I went to prison the first time. And I did 5 years the first time. Then I went back to prison for 12. And I was in the big gang, inside the prison and outside the prison. But when I was in prison, I started listening from my cell. I started listening to a guy preach every Sunday. And I didn't go there for a while. I just started listening to him. And he asked me, do you want to keep on coming to prison and doing the same thing, or you want a better life for yourself? Well, I said, oh, I want a better life, but I can't leave the gangs or they'll kill me. He says, just put it up to God. He will take care of everything you want. And from there, I started, it took a couple, 2 to 3 years to realize what I really wanted and stuff. And I started going to his servants, in prison and stuff. So, well, I just moved back to Springfield not too long ago, because I was in San Diego working and stuff. But I started looking in Springfield for churches, and it's been a while since, I found a church that I felt right, in the right place.
Jose came to the food bank the first time early last fall, and I happened to be greeting people at the door that day. I remember he was just a big, jovial guy. And after he got in, he was talking with a couple other ladies that he'd evidently met at a different food bank, and they recommended to come to Schweitzer. So he was, kind of joking, talking. And after a little while, he was waiting, so I kind of started talking to him. He asked about our church. So a couple of office girls said, oh, well, come talk to him. And they sat him down at the table and just gave him some information and spent quite a while talking to Jose. When he was ready to leave, I said, Jose, come try us this next week. Come to church. And I said, I'll watch for you. What service do you think you'll come to? And he said, well, it'll probably be the 10:30. I probably won't come early. I'm like, okay. So when I came out of class, I started asking other people if they'd seen a big guy named Jose. And they kind of pointed like, well, maybe it's that guy. And he was looking out the glass at me. And he's got his big wave and his great big grin. And it was very exciting to see that he actually came. He made an effort to be here.
I started coming more and more and started, listening to the pastor, what he was talking about, and it's like, it just clicked. And it's like, wow, this is my church. So I started volunteering, just coming, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And it's a blessing to give out food to people that don't have none. And it's just been awesome. We worship when we're working, and we worship when we're having lunch, or even talking. I fellowship with the guys here. It's just amazing. I can't get enough of it. I never got baptized, and I asked Spencer, and he told me, yeah, we can do that. So I was proud of myself, and you just got to leave it up to him. And that's what I did. I led up to him, and I got baptized. What I'm excited about the future is good things. You cannot fix something yourself. And I tried it millions of times. And I try to fix something, it gets worse. So you gotta ask him, you know, God, be there for me. God, tell me what to do. Give me advice, you know, like a father figure. God works miracles every day, but it's on his time, not on our time. I just take it day by day and try to follow him all the time, you know, put him in front before I do it myself, you know, so.